Kris Krohn here with Limitless TV, and today I'm going to be sharing with you the 3 steps of taking any weakness and turning them into a strength. Everyone has different weaknesses, and every one of us has different strengths. And we live in a world where we're constantly comparing ourselves to other people and, well, this person can do this so well, and Jenny's so good at backflips, and Dave's so amazing at sales. And the reality is that if you want to take a weakness and you want to turn it into strength, I want you to understand this first. Through the power of choice, you're capable of anything. I know this from personal experience. I used to be very closed, and I used to be very shy. I mean, I kid you not, there was a time in my life where every time I put my hand out to shake someone else's hand, it was this really nerve-wracking experience. I didn't like it. I felt uncomfortable. It felt awkward. And having conversations with people that felt like they flowed was very uncomfortable for me. You know, maybe you've been shy before, or you know someone who's been shy. And yet, if you watch any of my videos, it might be kind of hard to imagine me as a shy human being. Well, the reality is I changed. I got to a point in my life where I realized it's not going to serve me to be shy. In fact, I feel like I got a mission and purpose where I'm going to be outgoing and gregarious, and I'm going to have to meet people, and I'm going to be with people. So it can be awkward or it can be comfortable. And which choice feels better? So I started changing some of my choices. This is one of the 3 things that I'm going to be talking about as I really jump into the 3 steps of how do you take a weakness and make it a strength. Now, before I share it with you, I want you to evaluate this one thing first. Whatever weakness you're trying to change, should you? In my world, I use a lot of leverage, okay? In fact, today I'm in 100 different places at once. I've got my accountant doing my accounting. I've got my team in acquisitions helping find my real estate deals. I have my team just on the other side of this wall preparing conversations for how we should do the next event. And I have all of these amazing people in my world that are sharing my life's vision and my purpose, and I found a way to bring them all together. Sometimes it's because I pay them, and sometimes it's because we're enrolled in a greater movement, a greater cause. For example, one of my divisions, we go to Africa a couple times a year, and we do amazing humanitarian work. There's a lot of people that feel that same way, and they'll come and join me, and now all of a sudden they're out there raising money, creating awareness, and we're doing a greater good because together 1 + 1 equals 11. So before I teach you how to take a weakness and turn it into a strength, I just want to give you this bonus thought of, should I? Is this something that I should be doing? Because for me, there's a lot of things I can do, does not mean that I should do. And then there are other things that are legitimate weaknesses that I get to make strengths. An example, sales. If you're an entrepreneur, if you ever want to be out on your own, if you ever want to take care of your family and be out there creating value, there's no way to do that without selling people on a service, an idea, a thought, or something that's going to benefit them. In fact, if you take a look at this YouTube series, I make all of these videos for you. And what am I selling you on? I'm selling you that you can do real estate. I'm selling you in this video today that you can take a weakness and make it a strength. How do I know? Because I used to be shy, and I don't think that's probably your impression of me right now. So in this next clip, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you specifically the 3 steps of how you take any weakness and turn it into a strength. All right, first step of taking a weakness and turning into a strength starts with awareness. Now, if you're watching this video, you probably are aware of what your weakness is, but there are other weaknesses that you may not be aware of. Remember, the most dangerous information to you is what you don't know. And yet other people do. So asking for feedback can help reveal what that is. But if you already got that first step in knowing what it is, you already have the awareness. The second thing for you to do is to understand that that weakness only exists because you tolerate it. It's there by choice. A different choice will produce a different result. So, whatever the weakness is, you need to make a choice that is going to stop giving energy and investment to the weakness and start giving it to the strength. Let's say for a moment that my weakness was, I have bad handwriting. Okay? As long as I think and keep repeating and telling people, and every time I look at my paper, I got bad handwriting. But that is what I've been beating into my head here for a number of times. And how are we going to change that? If I really want to have good handwriting, I got to start by saying it. I got to start by, if I want new evidence, I got to create what I want. So I might start with, I got great handwriting. Because let me just ask you, is it kind of legible, even a little bit, to someone with horrible chicken scratch? It is, isn't it, right? So maybe it's not the worst handwriting on the planet. I want you to start telling yourself, I got great handwriting. Because that step 2 choice, it opens the door and says, now I know what I want and I'm going to start investing in that. And that's what opens the possibility of now I can get it. The third step, the most important, you got to take action. If you believe you have good handwriting, then what are you going to start doing? Well, you got to start taking action in ways that reflect back on that. You might say, I need to get a handwriting coach, or I'm going to sit down and teach myself cursive, and I'm going to use that funky lined paper that they gave me in kindergarten, and I'm going to practice doing it just right, or I'm going to watch some online tutorials, or I'm going to hire someone to teach me calligraphy. So it's real simple 3 steps. This is how you take any weakness and make it a strength. Number 1, you got to be aware of it. Number 2, look at the choice that's not working and look at what choice you'd need to make to get it to work. And then step 3, take action on what you want instead of investing in what you don't. Awareness, choice, action. 3 simple steps that I've used to take so many weaknesses, turn them into strengths. I think I'm going to be doing it my entire life long. I invite you to do that with me. Thank you for joining us here on Limitless TV today. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about what is equity? You wouldn't believe how many people ask that question on the channel and are like, okay, Kris, you keep talking about making all this money in real estate. What is equity? Well, that's coming your way tomorrow.